everyone. This is Bre from Juicing with Bre here in Baltimore, Maryland. I am also owner and operator of Tangles and Locks Natural Hair Boutique in Pikesville, Maryland as well. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about positive mental diet. What is a positive mental diet? When we hear the word diet, we quickly connect it with food. But we also have a diet for our brain, our mind, our internal self as well, that provides nourishment to keep us uplifted, keep our frequency high, and keep us functioning in a positive light so we can hear from our inner self. What is a positive mental diet? A positive mental diet consists of personal mental reinforcement through daily practices, exercises, habits, and actions that feed the mind with positive intentions, motivation to create a positive mental environment. What does a positive mental environment look like? What are some of the exercises that we can do to create a positive mental diet? I can really just speak for myself. I do practice meditation daily. I practice mindful and conscious living, learning how to feel the body from the inside out. Sorry, I swallowed something. I don't know, but self-care, meaning, taking care of yourself, whether it's a massage, getting facials, getting, for females, will be a yoni steam, or getting your hair done, getting your feet done, your nails done, any type of self-care that makes you feel appreciated. We don't always have to have outside forces or outside people to help create that environment within us. It's our job to create that type of environment within ourselves first, and then what people bring to our life will be extra. Affirmations, if you write affirmations out daily to encourage yourself throughout the day, or kind of set your tone for your day, that's a good way to do it. Positive intentions, which it's reflecting the mind again, the brain, how you think. So being intentional in your living and being a positive intentions, which is an excellent way to provide that type of environment for yourself. And also frequency music. I really am a avid frequency tone listener. I love frequency tones because they are the natural tones of the universe. And many times, being as though our bodies are unbalanced many times because of the diets we eat, daily stress, not being able to really rest and take time for ourselves. So frequency music kind of helps bring us back down to create that environment that we can think positive, because it's so easy to be negative. It's so easy to be negative. And when we realize that we create our lives, we create the things that go on in our lives, we create our situations and things of that nature. We are very much in charge of our lives. And having a positive mental diet can enhance that and continue it to keep going. I'm sorry if I'm moving around. My dog, once again, Sparkles, always want to be in the camera all the time. These habits enhance the growth and development within an individual person, which will be me or you. It can look different for different people because everybody might not want to meditate. Everybody might not have the time to just write out affirmations every day. It could be a positive mental diet. A person might utilize exercise or talk therapy or things like that. So everybody, is many options, there's many ways that we can create this environment within ourselves. But like I say all the time, I'm here just to use my experience to assist you in becoming whole, becoming, we are all on this road to becoming whole. We all on this road to try to become a better person, and tap into the things that we never knew what was in us from jump. So in this time that we're in right now, many people are awakening, and right now, this is today is May 31st, 2021. We are in retrogrades and new moons, full moons, and everything that's going on, and it affects us as well. So keeping these practices, or whatever practices that you do for yourself to make you feel whole, or at peace, just continue them. I had mentioned the word environment. A lot of times when we think of the word environment, we think of where we live, or where we work, or, school environment or outside environment. But this environment I'm speaking of is in our mind, because our mind is a space where life happens, where creation happens and things like that. So keeping that environment positive will help in your manifestations. It will help in accomplishing your goals and accomplishing all the positive things that you want for your life. Health is not always connected with food that we consume by mouth. I took the liberty to define the word food, and it does make reference to fats, carbs, veggies, proteins, fruit, and things of that nature. But it also speaks about food as being something that nourishes, sustain, or supply. So a positive mental diet will, number one, nourish you and me, because we're spirits. Even though we have a flesh body, we have spirits. So we are spirits, and we are also in human form. And for us to thrive, we need nourishment that comes from self-care. We care from other people is good too. There's nothing wrong with that. But self-care is not just about running out shopping and looking in the mirror 24/7. Self-care is really taking time to feed yourself the things that you feed other people. Being mothers, service workers, light workers, any type of job or position you hold that you're giving and you're constantly giving of yourself, you have to give that same nourishment back to yourself. So a positive mental diet. So number one, we covered, it nourishes us. It also sustains us or hold us down. We go through much here on earth. So the practices that we choose to use to uplift our mind can assist us with sustaining us, keep us focused on our goals or our journeys, keeping us in a positive mindset, because we are always creating. We create in a good mindset and we create in a bad mindset. So at the end of the day, we are powerful creators. We are powerful creators. Our words create our situations. Our mindset creates our situations. And we are constantly creating. So we need a positive mental diet to sustain us, especially today. Good gracious, there's so much going on today. It's so easy to lose track, so keeping this up, and this will always help. So in number 3, it supplies us with what we need to keep our batteries charged. Not a physical battery, but our battery inside our heart, our minds, our bodies. It charges us up, because we adults, we have to work, we have to provide for our children, we have to provide for ourselves. So these practices will continue to help us be nourished, sustain, and it will supply us with what we need to continue here on this earth. And like I said before, I know for me, prayer and meditation is an avid daily practice that I do. These practices nourish me, sustain me, and they supply me with what I need, the energy, the motivation, as well as listening to my creative self. Like I said, I'm a hairstylist, also owner and operator of Tangles and Locks Natural Hair Boutique here in Baltimore, Maryland, in Pikesville, Maryland. And just to keep, because when you touch people, energy transfers. So keeping myself charged up, so to say. I wear my stones. I keep myself kind of protected. But these practices help me run my career, raise my children and young adult, as well as keep my sanity with all I have to face on a daily basis. Many times as caretakers, light workers, service providers, we can focus on others and forget about ourselves. We have to keep in mind our journeys, even though we are connected to others, but it's solely about our individual growth and development. So we have to build ourselves up because we cannot pour from empty cups. So keeping the positive mental diet will help you pour into other people because you're pouring into yourself. There's no such thing as pouring from an empty cup. If I pick up a cup and there's nothing in it and I'm trying to pour liquid out into something else, it's not going to work because there's nothing there. So if you are constantly giving and giving of yourself, and you're not replacing nothing, you are pretty much making yourself like if you would get sick, if your immune system would get weak, you weakening your spiritual environment around yourself. You're weakening your spiritual covering around yourself. You have to strengthen yourself back up by creating regimens that will keep you up. A positive mental diet is important because what we are on the outside reflects what we are on the inside. Reflects on the outside. And when cleaning ourselves up, we want to reflect positive so we can receive positive. I know many of us heard the word law of attraction. I know many of us heard hear how when people talk about what you are on the inside reflects on the outside. That is true. If you are a basket case on the inside, your outside life is going to create that same scenario. If you are insecure on the inside, it's going to reflect on the outside. So, we just have to be mindful, and that's a major word, mindful of who we are. We are humans. We are also spirits, and we are also doing spirit work, especially if you are a light worker, if you are a healer, a teacher, hairstylist, massage therapist, Reiki healer, esthetician. You are close contact with other people. Other people are trusting you in their auras. They're letting you into their auras to provide a service. So, regardless of when you look at me, you just see a person. But outside of this form right here is a aura around me. So when you're touching people, you going into their aura and you're providing a service. And you don't know what people have in their aura. And when you are in someone's aura, you get a tendency to feel drained. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been doing a lot of inner work, and my sleep pattern's been a little different. So today I'm just a little tired. So I'm just taking it easy today, and I just wanted to jump on and help and assist as my soul guides. And then I'm reading off of my notes. I sit and I study and I write stuff down. That's just how I am. A lot of times I can't remember each and everything. I have to write it down so I can make sure I stay on task. A positive mental diet is important. What we are on the inside reflects the outside. And when cleaning ourselves up, we want to reflect positive and receive positive. For example, healthy, harmonious, positive relationships, healthy, harmonious, positive dealings, healthy, harmonious, positive ministries, experiences, careers, etc. So keeping a positive mental diet is just not just about you. It is about what you are reflecting on the outside as well, for the people that are in your close circle or who you come across on a daily basis. So how can we start creating this lifestyle? Number one, we can take harmful processed products out of our diets. That's number one, because food, you ever heard the term, you are what you eat? A lot of times when we eat the wrong things, the nourishment is our blood, our fluids inside of our bodies, the cells, the organs, it is just not functioning optimally. And the more optimally your organs and your cells and your fluids in your body is flowing and how you're cleaning out, the more optimal that is, the more you're cleaning out your body and your brain so you can hear clear. That's a good way. So taking harmful foods out of your body, products, replacing them with better options, because you can't take something and don't give something back. So you just pretty much replacing them. Create life. Toxic foods create death. So toxic food produces toxic thoughts. Life foods create living thoughts. Both of them create. So, it doesn't matter. You will still manifest and create in a negative way, in a negative mindset. Because we are just creators. When the Creator made us, He put a spark of Himself in us, that His creative self. We are creative beings. That's why we can speak and things come to pass. And it doesn't matter if you're speaking positive, and it doesn't matter if you're speaking negative. It will still create a scenario in your life. Changing our perspective from physical to spiritual. Every experience works for us, not against us. And again, that is a mindset that you have to have here. Like I said, I'm a business owner. And being a business owner, I have learned that you have to stay positive. You have to. It's no other way. If you stay negative, you will never make it. You will never make it. If you stay negative, you will have a hard time trying to build clients. You will have a hard time understanding people. You will have a hard time. If you just focused on money, you're not going to fully thrive in your career if you're a service worker. You have to have some type of connection to your spirit. You have to understand some type of connection of your spirit, and you have to understand the connection of each and every being to each other. So, keeping a positive mind, once again, getting out of the physical, changing the perspective, seeing how things work for you instead of against you. Because if you trust and truly, truly trust the universe, you will see that it never fails you. It works with you. We work against it. And we keep our blessings ahead of us instead of right here with us. So when we suffer on the outside, it is always a spiritual lesson that we need to experience, or a reason we have to endure, or something that we have to understand. It is not always about why me, why I have to go through this. Why not? Because we're here for lessons. We're here to learn. We're here to remember who we are. And remembering who we are, we have to go through some things. We have to come up against some bad relationships. We have to come up against some hardships. We have to face ourselves. That's something that many of us don't even want to do, is face ourselves. We have been so used to facing other people that we don't even look at ourselves in the mirror and say, what's wrong with you? Who are you? What do you want? What makes you happy? Not what makes him happy or her happy or they happy. What makes you happy? What do you like to do? And the main master question, what do you want? That's pretty much. Ask yourself, what do you want out of life? Everything we go through is always connected to our growth and development. Everything. Good things, bad things, hard days. I'm to a point now I don't even have bad days, because I know that everything works together for my good. Nothing will stop the plan that the Creator had for me. Nothing. I can stop it by cutting myself off from the Creator plan and running on my own steam. But as long as I stay in the flow, I know that even though I'm manifesting, I'm writing my affirmations, I'm writing my intentions, I'm meditating, I'm praying, it might not seem like it's doing nothing. But when I look around with a clear mind and I see how angels are all around me each and every day, whether it's through a bird form, whether it's through a butterfly form, whether it's through numbers, whether it's through a person coming to me confirming something that I already heard within myself, nothing separates you from the Creator. Nothing can separate you. The only thing that can separate you from the Creator is yourself, your thoughts, and your mindset. I call him Allah. I call a great God Allah. That's who I call my Creator, Allah. Or the God of your understanding. Whatever you call him, it doesn't matter. This is a universal gospel to me. Keep the God of your understanding in the forefront and center of your life. Meaning, keep him here and here. Learn your Creator. Don't just go off of what you hear. Don't just go off of what your parents taught you. Don't just go off of what was popular. Learn who your Creator is. And when you learn who your Creator is, you will know that you are connected to the Creator. And you work with the Creator to bring your plans, dreams, goals, anything that you put your mind to bring them here. You're not doing it yourself. You have a Creator living alive inside of you, waiting for you to acknowledge that it's there, waiting for you to tap in so you can understand the inner reservoir, not the external life. We have an external life and we have to live here, but at the end of the day, what matters the most is your internal life. Not worrying about what others think. Many of us do. But these same people have things that they got to work out as well. We all are individuals. We all connected. We all have been through some of the same things. But one thing we have been through is not knowing ourselves. All of us have been asleep at one point. And many of us have woke up at this point. So stop worrying about what others think and worry about what you think. What do you think about yourself? I love myself. You love yourself? Being gentle and honest with yourself. You can talk to yourself. You can jot down different things about yourself that you want to fix or enhance. Just be honest with yourself. Burn some white candles in your room. I get a white candle and keep a white candle burning in my room every day that represents purity. I want purity to flow around me. Pure. I want to not be functioned by my ego. That's a job that I'm working towards right now. I'm working towards coming out of the ego self. It ain't going nowhere. It's still there, but it don't have to have the throne. So work on yourself. You a diamond. You was a piece of coal, but you done been through some things, and it's time for you to stand up and figure out who you are, because you are a diamond. Shine like one. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. And until next time, focus on positive mental diet. Seek out some things that you can do to create a positive environment for your mind and for your heart, so you can be strong and for you to be able to hear your creative self tell you which way to go next. And with that, I want to say peace and love, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.